10.2 Surface area of cylinders. There are two types of surface area you're going to be asked to find, lateral and total. The lateral area of the cylinder with height h and radius r is the circumference of the base times the height. So the formula you're going to use is surface area is 2 times pi times radius times height. If you're looking for total surface area of the cylinder with height h and radius r is twice the area of the base B plus the lateral. Well, you've already calculated the lateral area, so all you're doing is adding plus 2 pi radius squared, which is twice the base area. So take this formula and exchange these two pieces right here so that you'll have your lateral piece first. Make sure when you answer all questions that you label them with units squared. Square feet, square yards, square meters, whatever unit of measure you're solving the problem in. Let's go through example 1. Find the lateral and total surface area of the cylinder. So when you look at the cylinder, you notice that the radius is 4 feet, while the height is 7 feet because it's the distance between the two circular bases. So we're going to start with lateral surface area, which is 2 times pi times radius times height. So take your formula, take your values from your figure, substitute them in, put this entire thing into the calculator, and round your answer to the nearest tenth to get 175.8 square feet. Again, you can write it like this as well. So you already have this information in the calculator. So that makes this a lot easier. Now you're just going to add in plus the 2 pi r squared. So again, this should be backwards, but not really backwards. So you've got your information already in, and you add this next piece to it. So your total surface area is 276 3/10 square feet. You're going to get a better example when I show you the number 3. So in this example, they give you a cylinder. They're asking you to find both lateral and total for the cylinder, rounding your answer to the nearest tenth using 3.14 for pi. The first thing you need to notice is that in the picture, this is a diameter. So since the diameter is 7, we know that the radius is half of the diameter, so it would be 3.5 feet. The height is then 5 feet. So you'll write your formula. Surface area is 2 times pi times radius times height for lateral, and surface area is 2 times pi times radius times height plus 2 times pi times radius squared. You have all of the pieces that you need, so now show the substitution into the formulas and calculate both lateral and total surface area on your own. So I've written 2 times 3.14 times 3.5 times 5. I'm now going to enter that into my calculator, and I get 109 9/10. Since I do not need to round that, it's already in the tenths place. My final answer to this piece is 109 9/10 square feet. So since this is already in the calculator, I'm just going to slide this over and place it into the total surface area formula. Since my 109 9/10 is already there, all I'm going to do is type in the second piece of the formula. So I'm going to type in plus, because it takes my answer down, 2 times 3.14 times 3.5, and I'm going to use the x squared key and press enter. So my answer is now 186.83, but the tenths place is the 8, so when I look to the right, I round it to 186 8/10 square feet for total surface area. So I have my lateral and I have my total. and I let the calculator do all the work. When solving real-world situation examples, just make sure you read carefully. It tells us that the can shown is 11 inches high and has a diameter of 9. So when we're trying to calculate the surface area, and it says to round to the nearest whole number, so again, these are little details you need to pay attention to. We need to make sure that we take our diameter, cut it in half to get our radius. So yet again, find your lateral area first, and then once you calculate that, it's actually already in your calculator, so that when you come to the next piece, you're following the formula that's on your formula chart, which has the lateral plus twice the base area, which is 2 pi radius squared. So you can just substitute in the values and put everything all into the calculator at once. Example number 4. How many square inches of cardboard are needed for the lateral area of the raisin container shown? What is the total surface area of the container? Round your answers to the nearest tenth using 3.14 for pi. So look at the picture. We notice that this is a radius. So that is your radius and that is your height. So you know all of the dimensions you need for your formula. Write your formula for lateral. Write your formula for total. Show all your substitution, then place the numbers into the calculator to finish the problem. Complete this on your own. Okay, so I wrote down 2 times 3.14 times 2 times 5. So I'm going to put that into my calculator. Pressing enter, and I get 62 8/10 square inches. So since it's already to the tenths place, I don't have to do anything else with it. I'm now going to go to my total formula, and I'm going to type in, I'm going to write in 62 8/10 plus 2 times 3.14 times the radius was 2 squared. So since my answer is again already in the calculator, I'm going to just type in plus 2 times 3.14 times 2 and hit my x squared key, press enter, and I now have 87 92/100. The 9 is in my tenth place, so when I look to the right, it's going to round to 87 9/10 square inches. One last reminder, for all problems in dealing with surface area, we need to see the formula, the substitution, and the answers, rounded if necessary, with labels. Please follow these directions for all problems because the calculator is going to do the work for you.